Being a social media influencer is not easy. Many have tried, most have failed. And to be relevant over a decade is even more difficult. To put out content every day, to do collaborations, to go to podcasts, it's not as easy as you think. But let's take it up a notch. Being an independent filmmaker is even more difficult because filming content or a movie or a documentary, it takes a whole lot of work. Cameras, studio space, editing, budgeting, and then marketing. That's something that we really don't do as content creators. We don't really market our content, but that is something that Mr. Tariq Nasheed does very well. I've never come across a content creator who markets his products like he does. And I'll give you an exact hint of what I'm talking about. Fast forward! Tariq Nasheed has a new documentary called Microphone Check. And despite the difficulty of creating the project, which may have took upwards of a year or at least many months, he's been going around America appearing on television shows promoting his new documentary.
Who did what, who was the first this, who was the this and that, such. But at the end of the day, we need a definitive story, all right? And that story can only be told by the founders of this culture.
A new documentary reveals the untold history of hip-hop, hoping to dispel misconceptions and shed light on its true creators. It's called Microphone Check, and it was directed by hip-hop historian Tariq Nasheed. And Tariq joins us live in studio to talk about it. Welcome.
Hey, thank you so much.
This looks so good. I can't wait to see it.
Thank you.
What don't we know about the origins of hip-hop?
There's a lot that people don't know. The origin, it really has not been talked about. All of the elements of hip-hop, the breakdancing, the graffiti, the rapping, the DJing. Nobody,
the feuds.
Right. The beefs. Nobody ever gets into the origins of it. How did this happen? Why did they create this in the Bronx? What made them create this culture that is now a global phenomenon? And that's what we wanted to tackle and talk about in the film.
What's the answer in like 5 words or less? Can you give it
It's
to
a
us?
2-hour and 30-minute film, so it's a lot of stuff to get in. You got to see the film.
And that was in LA. He pulled up in Fox 5 in DC.
And that right there is a clip from the new documentary Microphone Check, the hidden history of hip hop, helping to debunk some of the biggest myths of the industry.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. The film was directed by hip hop historian Tariq Nasheed, and guess what? He's here live with us today. We're happy to have you here in the studio to separate some of those myths from the facts.
Absolutely.
Set the record straight.
Set the record straight.
Literally.
Yes.
There it is. You know what? When I saw the trailer for this documentary, I thought to myself, how could we have missed all of this history of all of these years?
Yeah.
When did you discover that we had missed the history?
Well, I've been a big fan of hip hop, and I'm also a historian. I've done a lot of documentaries. I did the Hidden Colors series and a lot of documentaries about hidden Black history. And being a fan of hip hop and understanding the history of it, I've seen a lot of rewriting of the history. And I wanted to know why are people trying to revise and rewrite the history. So I wanted to get the pioneers who are still alive and have them tell the story in their own words. And that's what we did with the film. We got the first breakdancer, a guy named Trixie. We got the first female MC, which is Shy Rock. We got the first graffiti artist, the modern graffiti artist, a gentleman by the name of Cornbread. And their stories are amazing on how they created this phenomenal culture that's a worldwide staple now.
So the man is busy. He's creating content on YouTube, showing up to Corey Holcomb's podcast, doing everything, just staying relevant, talking about the issues of the day, and then also promoting the film. Literally, the guy is a one-man show when it comes to promoting this stuff. And then there was the release of this movie or documentary on Amazon. Of course, it does well, typically, or it was doing well. And then not only that, Tariq Nasheed had nationwide theatrical screenings of this hip-hop film. But let's talk about what happened on Amazon. Of course, Amazon is a great distribution center for a documentary or a film. Amazon had its own algorithm, and of course, many of Tariq Nasheed's followers who may not be able to make it to the widescreen, be able to purchase it and watch it from home. But then something happened. Tariq Nasheed says this: "Hello family, we found out the reason our film Microphone Check was taken down from Amazon is because of Joe Conzo. Also, Joe Conzo is trying to sabotage the New York film screenings of the film this weekend by contacting the theater, lying to them." Now, as of right now, while I'm recording this video, this tweet was sent 16 hours ago. But wait, there's more. Tariq Nasheed says this: Important announcement. All the nationwide theatrical screenings of the hip-hop film Microphone Check scheduled for tomorrow have been canceled because Puerto Rican photographer Joe Conzo sent a letter to our film distributor making a bogus copyright claim in order to spook, okay? And then Tariq Nasheed says, notice how Conzo shows zero proof that any of the images are in our film. So I have the letter here. Let us read it. And the video says, to whom it may concern, my name is Joseph Joe Conzo, and I write regarding the unauthorized use of my copyrighted intellectual property in the film Microphone Check, which is scheduled to be shown at Quad City Cinema in New York City from July 19th to the 25th, 2024. For your information, I am a pioneering photographer from the Bronx, New York, who has been heralded by the New York Times as the man who took hip-hop's baby's pictures. My seminal book on hip-hop culture, Born in the Bronx, a visual record of the early days of hip-hop, has received worldwide acclaim, and my photographic collection is held in Cornell University's Cornell Hip Hop Collection, part of its rare and manuscript collections. In addition, I am a U.S. Army veteran and a retired EMT with the New York Fire Department who proudly served New York and assisted the World Trade Center on September 11, 2021. Again, I don't know why that is important, but okay. I am notifying you of infringement of my rights under the Copyright Act and counterpart laws around the world. My copyrighted photos, which appear in the film Microphone Check, were not authorized by me, my agent, or the law. For clarity, no authorization was granted to the producers of Microphone Check, King Flex Entertainment, Director Tariq Nasheed, or any of their agents to use my exclusive photos in any way, shape, or form. In doing so, the film and its producers have violated the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, 17 U.S.C. 512C, the DMCA, and infringe upon rights held by me, including my exclusive right of reproduction, distribution, and display. As a FYI, Microphone Check was recently sold on Amazon in Blu-ray format. On the advice of counsel, I filed a copyright infringement claim with Amazon for the film's unauthorized use of my photos. On July 14th, my claim was honored by Amazon and the film was removed from its website. It is worth noting that this film also infringes on a number of intellectual properties held by my contemporaries, including iconic New York-based photographers Martha Cooper, Ernie Panaccioli, whatever that, Ernie, I will leave his last name there, and Henry Chalfant. Okay, I won't read the rest of it, but sincerely, Joe Conzo. So guys, I am not a copyright attorney. Unfortunately, I do not know the law. So Amazon took the documentary down. I do know that. And then also the screening in New York City was canceled. So I can tell you that what I've seen from a lot of the brothers and sisters that were commenting, they are very, very upset, very distraught. They were looking forward to this. Again, this is very disheartening. So I really don't know what to say about it, but I did want to update the people in the community that were looking for the film. It is currently no longer on Amazon. I do believe that if you want more information about the film, you can go to the website, www.microphonecheck.com. I'm pretty sure there will be opportunities. I believe also it's already been shown in Los Angeles. I know it's been shown in New York City. I'm pretty sure Philadelphia is still good. Washington, D.C. is still good. Atlanta is still good. But I do have a question. Showing photos in a documentary, I had no idea that you had to actually get permission for just photos. So there was a Twitter space that was going on that I did not catch the tail end of. So once I hear the Twitter space regarding the Joe Conzo, I will do a follow-up. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.